So SouldBound tokens are quickly becoming the next hot thing in the crypto space. And what a SouldBound token is, for those of you who don't know, it's an NFT that cannot be transferred. And the idea is that they could be used to represent certifications or achievements. And so, like, you know, if you became a doctor, you would get the doctor SouldBound token that would show that you're a doctor, and it's not transferable, so nobody can just purchase it. But it's almost like a way to track your achievements, and which is a really, really neat idea, I think. And Vitalik even went out on Bankless and was explaining the different ways you could use these, and it was really neat. However, there's one area that I think it could be very dangerous in, and I'm going to explain more about why I think this, so definitely stay tuned. But before we get into that, guys, I want to say, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel for me. If you are a returning subscriber, I wish you a very, very prosperous next cycle. If you click that subscribe button, that wish goes to you as well. The dangerous way that this could be used, I think, is in a social credit score implementation. What a social credit score is, for those of you who don't know, is basically picture like a credit score, right? But for how you interact with people on a daily basis. Now, this might sound okay at first, but I think that this is dangerous, because how many times have you said something, maybe you're having a bad day, right? Maybe you work at a place like Starbucks, and you've got stuff going on in your personal life, you've been working a ton, and you go in and you're the cashier that day, and someone is maybe short with you, and so you kind of exchange it back a little bit. Maybe you're a little short with the customer, and then they go, oh my gosh, this person is so rude, and they decide to send you a SouldBound token that says this is a rude person, and you can't get rid of it, right? It's like it's on your page or whatever, you know, now, and you can't get rid of it, and anyone who looks up your page is going to see that you're a rude person, and they're all going to think that you're rude because you had a 2-minute interaction with somebody on a bad day. I think that this is the dangers of something like a social credit score and SouldBound tokens. Now, for those of you who don't know, in China, social credit scores are already something they're implementing and experimenting with. I don't know how prominent they are over there, but I do know that they are beginning to be used, and just in this manner, right? Like, if you do good things, you get good scores. If you do bad things, you get bad scores. But I think this sort of removes the humanity from people, and I think it'll only make mental illness that much worse, right? Imagine being judged by everyone on your worst day, and you can never live that down in the future, right? How many people have done things that they regret, whether that's, you know, something personally, whether it's breaking the law, whatever it is, you know, you're going to be judged on that day. And imagine how hard it is then to overcome that bad day, to live it down, to put it in the past and move on. I think that this is the dangers of something like a social credit score combined with a SouldBound token. Now, a way they're talking about working around this is that you can hide certain SouldBound tokens, and that you can or choose not to accept them. But I think there's a couple things here wrong with that. So one is if everyone's hiding their SouldBound tokens, you know, how does the social credit score piece work, right? If everyone only displays all the good things and not all the bad things, and then really you don't know about that person, and the score itself is not really accurate, and so you may as well just trash the idea then. Okay, and then you can accept or decline SouldBound tokens. Again, same issue. You know, you're still not getting an accurate score of how someone is if you really believed in a social credit score idea. Another thing is that even if you can deny them and not accept them, if you're having a bad day, you're still going to see that these people are trying to send you negative SouldBound tokens that say you're a bad person or you're mean or whatever it is, which is only going to make your bad day worse. And again, I feel like this is like, it's almost like an inescapable social media. Imagine if you were connected to social media 24/7. I know some people are, they're always on there, but imagine you're on there 24/7, and even if you choose to log out and not be a part of it, you still are a part of it. People are still sending you things that represent how you are as a person. And I just think that this is, again, it's a very dangerous path to go down. I mean, think of all the things that people have said on Twitter or whatever that they didn't really mean. They were just in the heat of the moment, and then they get absolutely canceled and clobbered with comments and things like that. Imagine you couldn't log out and just move on. Imagine you had to choose whether or not you accepted or denied these certain things, and it affected you as it is with your social credit score and everything you could do. If you didn't, the idea behind a social credit score is if you have a low score, you can't do things like fly on certain planes or go certain places or do certain things. I think that this is insane. I think that that is absolutely crazy. So while I do like the idea of SouldBound tokens as like a resume type deal, right? Like your certifications, achievements. I think that that's a neat idea. I don't like the cross that they could have into the everyday social environment. So maybe there's things I'm missing on this, guys. If there is, definitely drop those down in the comments section. I also want to hear what you guys think about, you know, SouldBound tokens and social credit scores in general. Like I said, I think that this would ultimately be pretty bad for people's mental health. I mean, we already see how social media affects people's mental health. So if they were literally being judged on a daily basis outside of social media, I think it would just have a profound effect on a society in a negative way. So thank you guys for watching. Like I said, drop your thoughts down below. I really am curious to hear what you guys think. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.